Ladies and gentlemen, knowing these banner currently ongoing, and it's time to see Blue Archive Global Future banner. Keep in mind, this video are short preview about them, and following Blue Archive JP banner schedule. Global might have be different depend on official announcement later. After these banner, new event will be released, a Tale of After School Sweets and Gunfights event. And there will be 2 new banner as well, Kazusa and Moe. Both are one of the best piercing dealer. First are Kazusa. Student that is specialized at dealing damage against one enemy with heavy defenses. She is just like Maki, but offer you more offensive strategy than her. I mean, by looking at her skills, mostly, she buff herself with attack. And become the hyper carry for your piercing formation. But in exchange, she will have slowest attack speed than average machine gunner. It's because her sub-skill, when she reload her weapon her attack speed is decreased 16%. But her attack will increase by 50%. Moreover, her sub-skill can be stacked twice. That means, she will have 100% attack buff and 32% attack speed debuff. It just like sniper rifle in disguised. One more thing from her are her X skill, she reload her weapon and deal damage. Meaning that her sub-skill will trigger and buff her attack because of her X skill. Incredible amount of attack I'd say and an awesome piercing single damage dealer. And the other student are Moe. She is an awesome AoE piercing damage dealer that can inflict burn damage over time with her X skill. The area and damage are very awesome, and I think she is the best special AoE piercing dealer by far. Although the damage seems to be very low for each individual, but she isn't meant for that. Her basic skill, deal damage into 5 enemies and stun them for short duration. Not the best or perfect skill though, moreover, it didn't deal area damage. The other skills, she increase her attack with her enhanced skill, and all striker get attack buff from her sub-skill. This student is really great, especially, if you lacking piercing AoE to fight cheesed. And sure she will be useful on both terrain as well. And there you go, overall, these 2 banner are must to pull. Kazusa is another boss slayer, very useful against Binner and Hod. You can also use her against cheesed as well since Yui can make her cost very cheap. And she has more damage than S.Iori. While Moe is swarm remover. You hate swarm then Moe can delete them and that's it. Very useful against cheesed and regular stages. And keep in mind, these 2 are really powerful after you did heavy investment on them. Not sure it's an easy skip, but I found them very helpful. 2 weeks after this banner Gehenna summer event will be held. And this event will be lasting for a week. These 2 limited summer Gehenna student will be available as well. Until now, I can't find both of them being useful to me and really easy to get replaced. I just don't know where both will shine again. S.Hina is really good at dealing multiple enemies up to 5 enemies. But get replaced by free student like Aru, Akari and even regular herself since they're easy to maximize. While S.Iori is also end up the same fate as well as S.Hina. Both are skippable to me, but I can't say when they'll being useful again. Well, I'll keep an update later when these banner is released about how useful they are. After these banner another run banner will held again. This time on Natsu with Mari banner and regular Shun banner. Natsu is still the best tanker against Pyroxene, but now, she isn't must pull anymore. Well you can still use Natsu for Pyroxene, but there's a run, where you able to defeat Pyroxene without Natsu. And it's on insane difficulty. While for Mari, I am assuming everyone already have her since 2 stars student are really easy to obtain. If you're casual, you can easy skip this banner, and moreover Natsu best used only against Pyroxene. While for Shun, you can skip this banner easily unless if you're into PvP. After these banner, another run event will be held. This time we are going to Shanhaijing. And there will be triple banner ongoing from this event. Let's talk about the new one, Coconuts. Coconuts is a striker healer with ability to gain stamp for every X skill or basic skill are activated. When the stamp is reaching 5 stacks, it will completely disappear, and all allies will have their X skill cost reduced by 1, except Coconuts. Reduced by 1 sound like not that a lot, but it can be very helpful. Her basic skill when ally scores 100 critical hit in total, she heal the other ally with the lowest HP remain and gain 1 stamp. This basic skill activation time is completely random, since it depends on how often her allies dealing critical hit. Her enhanced skill is more healing, and very great for her since she has low heal potency. But her enhanced skill plus giving her evasion, which is not necessary to take for now. Not the best healer I'd say, but very unique and offer different strategy than regular healer. Has good utility for long battle. The second banner are featuring Little Shun and Kirino. Little Shun is the greatest explosive damage dealer, but easy to get replaced by the other student. She is just like Yuzu but explosive, both same need heavy investment and load of critical copium. Despite being the greatest single explosive damage dealer, her utility are completely almost nothing. Just like what I've said, easy to get replaced, since the other explosive dealer are farmable or free. In short, you can easily skip this banner. The third banner are Saya Casual. Nothing so special from her right now, comparing her first debut, since Moe did better than her. Another an easy skip banner. So among these 3 banner, there just only 1 banner that are probably worth to pull for you. This banner, she is decent healer with unique ability, where she can reduce X skill cost of all allies by 1. If her healing is useless on some content, then the cost reduction might be very helpful. Well, this game need more student with cost reduction, and they become must-have supporter. In my experience, having her at 5 stars is enough, and she is fun healer to use. She is not must-have student but it's good to have her individually. And these banner are skippable. Unless if you're fat rooker. After these 3 rad banner is held, a new event called On Mark at Millennium will be held, and lasting for 2 weeks. Introducing 2 new banner, Utaha cheerleader and Noah. And you can get cute dog with cheerleader uniform as welfare student from this event. First student, Utaha cheerleader. She is an alternative regular Izuna but for indoor battle. From what we can see here, her X and basic skill is kinda confusing. To simplified, her X skill change her basic attack damage and basic skill requirements. Her basic attack damage was increased from 78% into 146%, and her basic skill are become spammable. Spammable because it changed from activate every 30 seconds, into active after performing 6 basic attack. Moreover, her X skill lasts long duration. The other student are Noah, another member from Seminar. A student that has ability to set enemy become prioritized target, and reduce their defense as well. Similar like Akane, but premium edition, order looks even. Her sub-skill can grant her new buff status called Increase the debuff duration. And it only applies debuff from herself. In case you don't know how it works, to simplified, says her debuff duration is 40 seconds. But when you applies right after her sub-skill activated, her debuff from her X skill are extended by 32% when it applied. In other words, her X skill debuff will last 52 seconds after her sub-skill is activated. And that's it about On Mark at Millennium banner, both are skippable, unless if you're lacking student power. If you're lacking Mystic Dealer for indoor, or not having Azusa for example, then Utaha cheerleader are suitable as replacement. Of course, you'll need huge investment afterwards. While Noah is an alternative for those who failed to get S.Izuna, not the best as S.Izuna though. But she can do her best against the new raid boss later, because focus target status are important in there. Hibiki cheerleader will be obtainable for free through the event as welfare student. Instead of being dealer with special role, She is now a Pira's striker dealer. And she have the highest attack among all students so far. For comparison, here's how much Misaki's attack at full build. And here's how much attack from Hibiki cheerleader. Student with highest attack comes with slowest attack speed as well, and so Hibiki cheerleader. But anyway, her X skill is really expensive as regular Hina or B Karin, but the circular range seems promising. Furthermore, it can inflict burn damage over time that lasting for long duration. Her basic skill, she buff attack for one ally with the highest attack, and also applies for herself as well. Enhanced skill, another attack buff but has its downside, where her critical damage is reduced. Her sub skill, to simplified, she will deal greater damage depend how far the enemies are, and will deal less damage if they are too close. Sounds very great dealer, isn't? Well, mostly veteran find her nothing useful. While for newcomer or early player, she can help you, but really difficult to use since her X skill cost is too high. To make her useful, at least you have student that can reduce X skill cost like UE. Anyway, for now she has no use, but hopefully she can be used on future content later. Oh, and by the way, her art design is really wonderful. After this event, another run event will be held. This time, the run event are Bunny Chaser on board, lasting for a week. There will be 4 banners and held at the same time. Now let's talk about the limited run banner, Bineru and B Karin. First limited run, Bineru. Until now, she don't have proper content where she shine at, which, you can skip this limited banner. Second limited run banner, B Karin. She is still the same as her first debut, being useful against Pyroxene. If you want to defeat Pyroxene raid boss, she can help you. But keep in mind, her E skill cost is very expensive. If you have UE, then you're good to pull on this limited banner. While for early player might find difficult time when trying to use B Karin. Or you can skip this banner as well, since the next banner after this are limited student. And the other banner are standard banner, available as permanent student. B Asuna is still not best mystic area damage dealer, but still useful on regular stages. And the new bunny agent that can be recruit are B Akane. Special mystic damage dealer that can deal AoE damage within range. Her X skill, deploy a landmine that will explode if there's an enemy near to it and deal AoE damage afterwards. It's an awesome instant mystic AoE damage, I'd say. Furthermore, the cost is cheap and spammable. But keep in mind, the landmine has its range to explode. If there's no enemy, it just gonna sitting there. As her basic skill, she yeeted a dynamite that can deal AoE damage within circular range. Her enhanced skill are double attack improvement and its great improvement. While her sub-skill is increase mystic damage to all allies, it's a good supporting skills for mystic only. Overall, these banner are skippable, unless if you need AoE mystic damage dealer. Like these student, might very useful to you to fight raid boss with special defense later. For B Akane, not really necessary to take, but she is fine to use. Knowing she is permanent student, who knows, she might appear off banner. After these 4 banner, another run banner will be held. That is Hibiki and Ako, both are the best special for early player. And Ako are the best supporter you must have. But you should reconsider whether want to pull them or not, since the next banner are limited banner. It's hard decision, but I think you might prioritizing limited over standard banner. After this run banner, another event and limited banner will be held. New event titled Get Set Go, lasting for 2 weeks. And introduced to limited banner, Yuuka and Mari in a gym uniform. You can also get Hasumi gym uniform from this event as free welfare student. In JP, all player get her into maximize, because mistakenly putting the wrong amount of rewards. I mean, take a look at this, 6M credit, and this event are spammable. That is worth lifetime of total assault if you keep stepping on that tile. The rewards are nerfed by 80%, because it's just too juicy. Not sure if Global will giving away her elf to maximize her for free, but hopefully they do. Because she is the best single mystic damage dealer. But first limited student, Yuuka Gym Uniform. She has ability to move all allies and shield them that lasting moderate duration. The better version of Katori. Her basic skill, she deploy shield equal to her healing that last moderate duration. But if the shield is present or already deploy, her basic skill will improve her healing instead, and can be stacked thrice. Well, it mean that her shield more thicker as her glorious thigh. Her enhanced skill are improve her attack speed. It's a nice skill but not the best. While her enhanced skill plus is more healing stats for her, are equal more shield durability. And her sub-skill are improve her mystic attack damage when attacking enemies that are weak to it, or special defense. Only activated when she move and stop, no cooldown which is spammable but not stackable. She is nice tankery position support that you should have individually. While the other limited student are Mari Gym Uniform. She is an alternative for not having Koharu, and can do HP recover even greater than her, because Mari can do double amount of HP recover, thanks to her sub-skill. However, her HP recover range are very limited and might be quite difficult to use. Take a note that her X skill can't recover her own HP, and the only way to do that is her basic skill. Her basic skill only recover HP to one ally with the highest defense, and mostly, she always keep heal the tanker. But in Hieronymus, the relic has more defense, which is her basic skill will always automatically heal the green relic. And yeah, she is ignoring the other low defenses ally, including S.Hoshino. But if you max S.Hoshino, Mari Gym Uniform basic skill will probably ignore the green relic. Maybe that's where S.Hoshino get bricked comes from, if you fully maximize her. Not sure though, but hey, what's more interesting from her skills is her X skill. Take a look at this. By listening into this, you can ascend it into heaven instantly. It was called holification or something. I'm lacking of knowledge, sincerely Japanese I don't spoken. It incredible. You should try listen to her. Fascinating. Anyway, the free welfare from this event are her Sumi Gym Uniform. Despite she has biggest boobus, she also has biggest damagus. Among Us, her X skill can create massive destruction, and moreover, you can add the damage up to 60%. That will cost an additional X skill cost of course. Didn't matter, you will gonna take the additional damage anyway. Her basic skill is just regular and nothing special. Enhanced skill prove critical damage bonus, and the plus giving an easy opportunity to deal critical hit. And her sub-skill provide additional damage when attacking large enemies, most of them are boss unit. 10 out of 10, best welfare damage dealer so far, and you should build her too when she is released. Anyway, back to topic, which limited banner you should pull. If you're planning to get coconuts then go for Yuuka Gym Uniform. She is unique tanker that can reposition and provide shield to other student. Also, no need heavy invest on her, by having M744 skills, and 3 stars is already enough. Mari Gym Uniform are the greatest healer so far, and her healing potency is higher than overall healer. But since she is healing focused and has very limited range, her utility are uncertain vivid. If you're Koharu less, coconuts less, and Nadokaronsen less, then Mari Gym Uniform are worth to get for you. But if you already have one of them, then she's skippable. Unless if you're into hormones, she is your choices for sure. When this event is held, there's new raid boss will be held. It's gods. Gonna provide you small intel here. On this, you don't need healer. shield and reposition are very important. The boss has special as it defense, and explosive as it attack type on insane. Phase 1. Just dodge the train or give your student a shield, so that they don't immediately defeat it. Phase 2. 3 gods appear and 2 of them are fake. Attacking fake will not resulting any damage into the boss. Find the real one, and mark it with focused fire status. You can spot the real gods by spotting a small black dot like this. When 3 of them appear, the small black dot are the one you should focus on. And that's it. Let's proceed into the next event. After Get Set Go, another run banner, and a new banner will be held lasting for a week. The run are Koharu banner and the new one are Maki banner. That's right, Maki banner are the new banner, even though mostly player already maximize her. Let's say, Maki banner are worth nothing, and what about Koharu? Unlike her first debut, this time she is skippable, if you're into coconuts or Marijim uniform banner. After these banner, another new banner is held. Introducing Eimi, and the smartest happiest student on a wheelchair, Happy Wheels. Himari is a special support, with ally to increase attack of one ally by high amount that lasting short duration. Can decrease enemies evasion and can increase X skill cost regeneration to all allies. That her X skill and sub skill are really the best for all content that are available. While her basic skill, decrease enemies evasion, can work on PvP but not always. And her enhanced skill is almost no use at all, but the plus R seems to be useful for expert player. Increase buff duration by 1000 is equal 10%, and the max are 19%. Which is her X skill duration are increased from 13 seconds into around 16 seconds. Witches have the same buff duration as Ako. Himari must pull, no matter how poor you are, because you'll need her on all content. While Eimi is skippable, if you want a tanker with light defense, better build Yuuka. She is free and easy to maximize. And after this banner, another run event that lasts a week. It's Operation Record of number 227 Hotspring Resort. On this event, there will be 3 run banner and 1 new banner. Let's talk about the new one, Shiger. Shiger are just like Sa casual, but appear as striker with explosive as her attack. Her X skill, deal damage to all enemies within rectangle area, and inflict damage over time to them. It's a great skills against light defensive swarm. Her basic skill is a trade deal. One student with the highest attack will receive moderate attack buff but their accuracy will reduce slightly. This is an awesome support skill for hyper carry student. Her enhanced skill, increase her critical rate, making her to deal critical way easier. And the plus increase her attack. Very good skills if you want to use her as main explosive area damage dealer. Her sub skill is got me confused. Her basic attack area damage are increase, and the damage will only deal 83%. I think it means the area damage are got bigger but the damage is just 83%. Is another trade deal skill. So there you go about Shiger, but which banner you should pull? My answer is none. Shiger isn't great as you thought because there's other unit that are better than her, even after you did heavy invest on Shiger. But her basic skill might be on something useful as support. Nodoka Onsen are no more the best choices to pull than when she get first debut. But still a good choices to be used as main healer. Especially on PvP or Hieronymus, she is still used in there or for those who's missing Marijim uniform and coconuts. If you have her from right off banner, she is still fine to build with heavy investment. Serina Onsen is still not the best TS even after her unique gear comes out. Hopefully, there will be more content where she can shine. Anyway, she is skippable for now. Natsu Onsen still useful against Shiro Kuro, Hod and Bina. It is okay to pull for her but if you're casual, better save Pyroxene for another limited since they are great. If you already have her, build her to fight raid boss later. She is fine with just 3 stars. So there you go. Skippable banner, but 2 of them are still useful. After these banner and event, another run banner appear. This time the whole gang from game development department. Already talk about Erisu, now are these 2 banner. For Midori banner, she's still an optional piercing dealer if you lacking any. And knowing there are far available in the shop. So it's not worth to pull any on her banner. Leaving only 1 banner, which is Yuzu banner. If you do heavy invest on her, she can become an instant nuke button. But not really necessary to do that, unless if you are being competitive. Either way, you can borrow her from someone else that are fully maximize her. Recent popular used are against banner urban. Skippable banner. Overall, these banner are easy skip, and let's proceed into the next topic. A Christmas event will be held after, entitled Merry Christmas in the Cathedral, Gift of the Rescue Knights. Didn't rewards you welfare student, but artifact drop rate is very juicy. On this event, introducing to Christmas banner, Serina Christmas and Hanae Christmas. They're permanent student, so don't bother yourself to pull them since limited banner will held after these. First Christmas student, Serina Christmas. She is supporter with ability to increase critical damage to all allies within range and boost their piercing damage. The piercing damage bonus depend on how much blessing stacks that the allies gain. To gain stacks, you just need to activate her X skill and the maximum stacks is 15 blessing, or equal 55% piercing damage bonus. It is impossible to gain that stacks with just Serina X skill alone. To make it possible, the holy blessing stacks are shared with the other Christmas student. And that is Hanae Christmas, appear as special healer. Hanae Christmas can also provide holy blessing to all allies within circular range. Hanae Christmas healing aren't that good. But to improve her healing, she is just counting on how many blessing that the allies has. The more blessing stacks are equal, more healing she can provide. Max her healing to be improved are 10%. Very low HP recover potency, but she has other 2 skills that can boost her healing. First are her basic skill. She apply HP recover buff to one ally with the lowest HP remain by moderate amount. Second are her enhanced skill. It improve her healing and the plus also another healing. But still not enough though, even with heavy investment. Her sub skill are good as passive special support. So back again. These 2 units are not must have, or not even a game changer. They just an optional, though not really. But to me, Serina Christmas are probably useful for those who Ako less. Knowing Serina Christmas's striker support, the strategy are significantly different. Furthermore, she can increase piercing damage bonus even not that much. Still not must have and skippable. Unless if you're into her live 2D, it's wonderful. So there you have it, both are worthless and better save your Pyrox, because the next banner are limited, and even better than this. And that is the new New Year event. The new New Year event is newer or even newest than the New Year event back then. But the new New Year event has similarity with the old New Year event but still newer than New Year. I talk like a riddle that you don't even understand. No clue what I've just talk. But anyway, on this new New Year event introduce new New Year banner. The first new New Year student are Haruna New Year. Her X skill is really awesome. She can deal area damage up to 5 enemy or hit. And the area damage will deal half damage. Do the math. Her damage can deal 1500% damage in total. That amount is absolutely incredible. Her basic skill can increase her own attack stats, which more damage she can deal. What makes her even powerful is against light defense enemy are another damage improvement from both enhanced skill and enhanced skill plus. Individual damage bonus for attack type won't work against other defense that aren't weak to it. To simplify, if explosive damage bonus are increased then it will only works against weak to it, or light defenses. And won't have damage bonus against another defenses that are normal or resist. Introducing racism I guess. Her sub-skill are not the best to be used as passive defense debuffer, but it can be used for certain condition, since it has the same debuff ratio as S. Azusa. Really great explosive area damage dealer if the enemies are close to the others. As the other new Year student are Fuuka New Year. She is special support, a combination between Yui X skill and Ako X skill. Become her X skill and very cheap on max level. The cost reduction that she provides is just for 1 X skill, and the critical damage are not even half from Ako X skill. But her X skill is really awesome, and meant for hyper carry student, or for those whose Ako less and Yui less. Her basic skill. Provide shield to one ally with the lowest HP remain equal to her healing stats. The amount of time to cast is really longer than average student, but it can be a lifesaver at some cases. Though not always. Her enhanced skill. Both are increase her healing and that is more shield durability she will provide. And her sub-skill. Increase attack to all allies. So, these two are really worth to pull. Haruna New Year has great potency to be another meter as explosive area damage dealer. But you'll need heavy invest on her as well. While 4 Fuuka New Year are also worth to pull, if you don't have core support student like Yui or Ako. Even if you already have them, Fuuka New Year are good to have for backup hyper carry. And that's it about these two New Year banner. Now let's proceed into the next topic. Another run event that lasts for 2 weeks, and that is Shale Happy Valentine Patrol. Unfortunately, there's no Wakamura run when the event is held. But it has one new banner and 2 run banner. Let's talk about the new one or newly added. Mine is a tanker that are similar to Bineru but probably better than her. Has ability to reduce enemies' evasion and defense. Can maintain self-sustain or increase her critical resistance. Her X skill not only can deal damage and reduce their evasion or defense, but she can pull the enemy into one spot. That can make area damage dealer being superior when it comes to dealing damage to all enemies with an area. Also, she gain ready for rescue after that because her sub-skill, the status she has can provide self HP recovery equal to her healing lasting for short duration. But if she did another X skill while the status is not disappeared, her sub-skill will increase her critical resistance instead. Super tanky with unique ability, and most likely, will have awesome utility as well. But the next banner after her is must pull and must have individually. That is Gorilla Banner. Alongside with new False Sactum Tower Battle Strategy event. The rewards are very gorgeous and has high chances to drop high rarity artifact or student elf. And the boss will have their defense different than you usually fight them. But we are not gonna talk about this event because the topic are student banner. So, Gorilla is a piercing damage dealer, the greatest even. And known as the instant delete button. Her E's skill, delete one enemy. But if the target is failed to get deleted, deal massive damage instead. Quite costly, and you will always need student that can cut half of her X skill cost. But the damage is very high and multiplied by 2 if the enemy has more HP. Her basic skill isn't quite great at all but it's spammable. So, it's fine since she has fast attack speed. Her enhanced skill, increase her attack and the plus up piercing damage bonus. Last is her sub-skill. Her attack will always critical hit, increase the damage she dealt and reduce the damage she taken. To be fair, she is an easy piercing single damage dealer, but what makes her difficult is her X skill cost. And that's all. In my experience it just her X skill cost. Worth to pull? Absolutely. Worth your credit cards? Indeed. Either way, this banger offer you double the 3 stars rate, is an opportunity to gain more tiers. So, sell what assets you have, kidney, sure you just needed one. This banger are lasting for a week. After this banner, another 2 banger is out. Kana, and Megu banner. No, let's just stop right here, I'm tired. Let's make a conclusion from all the banner. These banger are really worth to pull for competitive player or veteran. Kazusa is another piercing boss slayer and must have individually. While Moe are great against heavy defense swarm. Great to have even if you're competitive or not. But still useful for those who want to clear cheesed weather if you're casual, newcomer and competitive. Furthermore, she is good to use on 3 stars with maxed skills and gear. Next are coconuts. She is worth for competitive on Hieronymus later. If you're casual or newcomer you might find her nothing interesting. You can skip this banner if you didn't care about platinum trophy. Utaha cheerleader are worth for those who missing S.Azusa to clear Shiro Kuro and all later but still skippable. Noah has ability to set enemy focused fire status. If need student with that status, then you'll need her. But if you already have S.Izuna, no need to pull for Noah unless if she is your waifu. These 2 mystic AoE student are still good to use if you need them. If you're good with your area mystic damage dealer, then they're skippable. It is fine to skip Akane but have to reconsider that Karin are limited. Next are Hibiki and Ako banner, both of them are must have. If you choose Hibiki or not having Hibiki since the first day, then better to have Ako. But if you already have them, it's an easy skip for you. Next are Mari Gym Uniform and Yuuka Gym Uniform, both are worth to pull. Mari Gym Uniform are the best healer by far but comes with limited range. While Yuuka Gym Uniform is versatile and easy tanker you can use, that able to reposition and provide shield to allies. Himari are the best supporter you should get no matter how poor you are. These 2 New Year banner is really great and probably must to pull. Haruna New Year is the better version or Aru and Fuuka New Year is the combination of 2 best supporter UI and Ako. And last is Mika, the instant delete button. She is must have, no matter how poor you are. That should be all about these upcoming student. More detail about these student will be delivered on separate video as always. Godspeed.